Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. Without further ado, I believe it's time we commence our new journey in the Johto region. So, let's start. And since I wiped this file clean, it will give you special options and information in case you need it. We don't need that stuff. My god, the text speed is so slow, it's annoying me. It's Peekaboo! How does fighting with them cause us to grow closer to them? That seems silly. Also seems like cockfighting. But the age-old question, are we a boy or a girl? Because this Professor Oak just cannot seem to tell. So, let us decide. We'll go with a boy. Yes. Very well. Our name shall be the same name as it was inside of the Unova region. Roxas. Because 1359 does not fit. It could be Roxas 135. Yes, that is my name. It's not really my name, but hey. Oh, difficult experiences? No, forget that. I want out of this. And here we are in our room. I'm going to bed. Okay, we'll get out of bed. Let's see if there's anything on TV. Nope. But we have a Wii. The Wii is huge in Johto! Oh my. Alright, it seems we have mail from a person named Lyra. Why don't we read it? Truly a gifted speaker this Lyra is. I'm sure we will meet her down the road. Professor Elm, huh? Yes, Mother, I know where the lab is. We've only lived next to it for like the last 10 years. But Mother gives us the best things. She gives us our bag, our trainer card, the ability to save, and the options. I am clicking those options so fast because this text is way too slow. Alright, get me into those options now. Text speed, fast. Oh, thank goodness. I hate the slow text speed. That's the only problem I had when wiping the file for this one, was getting the slow text speed. I didn't think it would be that slow though. Thank goodness most Pokemon games default to fast. Border 20 looks nice. I'll probably change around the borders later on throughout the project, but let's go and find this Professor Elm, shall we? Alright, who's this lady? She looks like the person who we could have been. Well, Professor Elm is right next door, but I'm curious about who that person was. She looked just like the person that Professor Oak thought we were. So Professor Elm's discovered new Pokemon, huh? Ah, this is Lyra's house. And this must be Lyra's father. Way to rub it in, douchebag! You know very well I don't have Pokemon yet. You taunt me so. But here's Lyra and her little Meryl, otherwise known as Peekaboo, by me and by many people who grew up in the 2000s. Alright, I'll go to the lab. Seeing as how friends don't want to talk to me and father's a jerk, reminding me that I don't have Pokemon. Is that a way to treat a guest? Very well, let us go to Elm Pokemon Lab. But who is this man? Ouch. Well, maybe I was approaching it wrong. I'm sorry I was staring at you. Everyone in this town is a douchebag! So, Professor, what is it that you wished? Ooh, you're gonna give me a Pokemon, huh? Why, this is actually rather fast. So, oh, what's this? Alright, so let us choose our Pokemon. Starting with the first Pokemon that is available to choose, Chikorita, the Grass-type Pokemon. With an evolution at level 16 and 32, Chikorita is a Grass-type Pokemon that mainly specializes in defenses. It will evolve at level 16 into Bayleaf. Bayleaf getting more defense stat than its attack stat, still maintaining its grass form, and will evolve again at level 32 into Meganium, gaining quite a bit of defense. That's a lot of defense that Meganium has. Next up, we have Totodile, which evolves at level 18 and level 30. Totodile is the token water Pokemon of Generation 2. Physical attack is its specialty, and so is physical defense. It will evolve into Croconaw at level 18, a little bit later than most of the other Pokemon that are going to be your starter Pokemon for this generation. Croconaw will gain more attack and defense as it levels up, and will evolve again at level 30 into Feraligatr, a powerhouse to be sure, but not the powerhouse that we will be choosing. Instead, we will be choosing the third Pokemon that is available, which is Cyndaquill, the fire-type Pokemon that is also cute. Evolving at level 14 and later at level 36, it is mostly a special attacker. Evolving into Quilava at level 14, the special attack stat will increase tremendously while still having decent defenses and some pretty good speed. It will evolve again at the last one, level 36, out of all the starters, into Typhlosion, a powerhouse of special attack and maintaining its fire type of status throughout its entire evolutionary line. We will be choosing Cyndaquill for our adventure, ladies and gentlemen, because Cyndaquill is also cute. So very cute. So, let's take the Cyndaquill with us. So, we received the Cyndaquill from Professor Elm. Thank you, Professor. I love Cyndaquills. They're one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. So, we will nickname our Pokemon just like how we always will. I will be nicknaming Pokemon that generally I will be keeping with us for one reason or another. So, no, I don't want to name it Noah. So, no, not Noah, but instead, Nova. I'm using the 3DS circle pad for this, so I'm going to end up being imprecise on a lot of things. So, good old Nova will now walk around with us. All right. So we have to go past Cherry Grove City. Gotcha. But before we leave, the aide wishes to give us some potions. I believe he gives us 5 potions. Oh, don't worry. I will be using potions. No problem. But here's Lyra. I think she's here to see our new Pokemon, Nova. I know, he's also cute. That is a good idea. We probably should tell our mom that we're going to Cherry Grove City. So, let us go and talk to Mother. And show her Nova. Mother, isn't Nova oh so cute? Ooh, my Pokegear. That sounds like a convenient cell phone. No, I don't. Yes, it is very easy to make a phone call. This has a lot less of a lasting impact than it does in the past when, you know, cell phones still weren't so common back when Generation 2 first came out. So the whole fact that your trainer had a cell phone really blew me away when I was a kid because I didn't even have one. But before we leave, seems Professor Elm has forgotten something. And we have Professor Elm's number. All right, so with that, we now go on our journey to where we will now be bioing Pokemon. Starting off with the first one on Route 29, we've got ourselves Sentret. Sentrets are also cute. Sentrets are normal type Pokemon that are okay HM slaves. They evolve at level 15 into the Pokemon known as Furret. Furrets are ferrets and they're adorable. I love them. We will be having a Sentret and later on a Furret on our team to serve as our HM slave for certain HMs. So no problems there. They evolve at level 15, pretty self-standard. But we have our next Pokemon that's on this route, which is Pidgey. Pidgey is a normal flying type bird Pokemon that evolves at level 16 and level 36. At level 16, it evolves into Pidgeotto, which has quite a good attack stat and pretty decent speed. It will later on evolve at level 36 into Pidgeot, which is got quite a bit of speed, and in Generation 6 has received a Mega Evolution. I will not be bioing Mega Evolutions inside this, as this is Generation 4 when I do Generation 6. Instead, we will move on to Ratata, which is also on this route, which evolves at level 20 and is a normal type rat Pokemon. Mainly having its attack stat and its speed be its main defenses, it evolves at level 20 into Raticate, maintaining its normal typing and pretty decent attack. I personally won't be using one, but hey. And we have a new Pokemon that is only available at night, which is Hobhoot. Hobhoot are interesting Pokemon. They are normal flying like Pidgey, yet learn mostly psychic attacks. They evolve at level 20 into Noctowls, which maintain a good special defense and a good special attack. And that's good because they mostly learn psychic moves. But they're not psychic type Pokemon, so they don't get stab for the psychic type moves, which is rather annoying. Honestly, I think that Hobhoot and Noctowl should have been psychic flying to make use of that. And it's something that never changes. So unfortunately, we're not going to be having that. We will be having a Hobhoot on our team for a brief time in this game. Now, we can't capture Pokemon just yet. We can just battle them as we go on our merry way. But I mentioned earlier that Hobhoot is only available at night. If you could not tell, it is currently twilight at the time of what we're currently playing at. In the original Generation 2, you could set your clock on your Game Boy when you booted up the game. It was based on the battery that was inside the cartridge. And it was introduced into Generation 2 day and night cycles, which pretty much end up having certain Pokemon only coming out at night and certain Pokemon coming out at the day, in the morning, or during the day in general. So that's what we're going to end up having quite a bit. We're going to have a lot of Pokemon that either show up at night or evolve at night. And meanwhile, this Ratata is really kicking my butt. This Ratata is... I don't know. It's like it's a top tier of Ratata. And it's taking so much damage. It does 6 damage. What kind of... And it knows Quick Attack. This thing made me use, what, 3 potions? Die, Ratata. But level up now to level 6. Pokemon gain experience whenever you end up battling with them and fainting a Pokemon. Unlike Generation 6 onward, Pokemon do not gain experience if you catch them. If you catch the Pokemon, you do not gain any experience. This was changed in Generation 6 for Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Pokemon X and Y, so keep that in mind. But there was that tree right there that had a weird apricorn on it. I wonder what that's all about. But let's just keep going talking around. And go back to New Bark Town. That is our hometown where we live at, is New Bark Town. But right now we need to go past Cherry Grove City, which is right here. Welcome to Cherry Grove, ladies and gentlemen. But... oh, okay. All right. Oh yes, I'll be relying on Pokemon Centers a lot. Yes, some Pokemon are only found in water and can only be caught with what is known as a fishing rod. I will get more into borrowing those Pokemon later on once we get a fishing rod, so no worries. But we get ourselves something that is very necessary, the running shoes. So touch the sprint button on the touchscreen to sprint, or hold the B button. I will personally be holding the B button because I touch the sprint button at first, but using the circle pad with this gets a little bit disorienting, especially when you have a broken circle pad. But let us go inside the Pokemon Center and heal up our Pokemon. So, luckily Pokemon Centers are free because, you know, healthcare for Pokemon is a free thing. It's never answered if humans get free universal healthcare in this universe, but hey, it'd be nice if they did. So, let's talk around. And let us eventually turn off the sprint so then I can keep it with just hitting the B button, because otherwise I get very annoyed. So the PC is free for trainers to use. So let's turn that off. Let's boot up the PC. And we have someone's PC, our PC, where we can check our mail, our ball capsules, and close it. What are ball capsules? Ball capsules are something that were added into Generation 4 that give your Pokemon a little bit of flair when you send them out onto the field. You really can't do anything with them right now. In fact, I don't know when we'll be able to start doing that, because as of this point, we're not that far into the adventure. But we have 3,000 Pokédollars, so can we buy stuff? We can buy potions, antidotes, and paralyze heals. I do not want to waste my 3,000 Pokédollars. We will be wasting most of our Pokédollars on Pokéballs and repels, which repel away wild Pokemon from you. But the old guide gent is back again. So the guide gent loaded the map card, so our phone has a map app now. Hard to believe our phone didn't have a map app. So this is what happens when Google Maps ends up getting taken out. That's terrible. But welcome to Route 30, ladies and gentlemen, where we have a slew of new Pokemon, starting with some exclusive version ones. So right now we're just fighting a Pidgey, but what is the version exclusive Pokemon we are going to be starting with? Well, that would be the Pokemon Ledyba. Evolving at level 18, it is a bug-flying Pokemon with a lot of special defense and nothing else going for it. This is not a very good Pokemon. They are only found in the mornings in Pokemon Soul Silver or during the days in some other areas. They evolve at level 18 into Ledyans. Ledyans having more special defense than they need and some decent speed, but have such a weak attack stat and special attack stat that they really can't make any use of it. In the meantime, we have, in HeartGold, Spinarak. Spinarak evolves at level 22 as a bug poison Pokemon that mostly focuses on its attack stat. Problem is, it doesn't learn too many bug moves or poison moves for that matter. At level 22, it evolves into Ariados, the bug poison giant spider, which still has the problem that Spinarak has, in which it doesn't really learn very offensive bug moves or poison moves for that matter. So yeah, they're only available at night inside of HeartGold on Route 30 for right now. They're found on multiple routes, so no worries. But those aren't the only Pokemon we have. But what is it we just got? We just got the Apricorn box, which allows us to get apricorns from the trees. Apricorns are used to make Pokeballs, special types of Pokeballs to be precise. But we'll get more into those later. For right now, we have more Pokemon to bio, starting with a Pokemon that we're fighting right now, Caterpie. Caterpies are mainly early game bug Pokemon that evolve at level 7 and level 10. At level 7, it will evolve into a Metapod, which has a boost in its defense stats, maintains its bug typing, and eventually, when it reaches level 10, it will evolve into a Butterfree, which gets bug flying and gets a boost in its special attack. Pretty good early bug Pokemon that are available in HeartGold. Also available are Weedles during a special time. Weedles are bug poison type that evolve at level 7 and level 10. At level 7, they evolve into Kakuna, which gets a defense boost, just like how Metapod does. And later on, when they evolve at level 10 into Beedrill, they get a boost into their attack stat and their special defense stat. They also received a Mega Evolution inside of the 6th generation of Pokemon, specifically Beedrill did. However, I said I'm not going over the stats for those, so just keep that in mind. Another thing to keep in mind with Beedrill, although the bio has ended, Beedrill has different stats as of Generation 6 when compared to Generations 1 through 5. Some Pokemon in this game ended up having their stats changed in the Generation 6, and some even had their typings changed. So keep that in mind. I'm bioing based on Generation 4, and so pretty much some of the bios will be different when I eventually do Gen 6. But looks like a Pokemon battle is going on right here. Oh, I want a Pokemon battle. Maybe later. But let us continue onward. Now, one thing to mention also about the Weedle line is that while they're available in Soul Silver on Route 30, that doesn't mean that they're exclusive in Soul Silver when compared to the Caterpie line. You can find them inside of a bug catching event in what is known as Goldenrod City. And when we go to Goldenrod City and we eventually participate in the bug catching contest, my hope is to catch a Weedle, or at least catch a Kakuna, or even a Beedrill. I'm not going to be keeping one on my team, I just want one for Dex completion. But this is Mr. Pokemon's house, but what's my Pokemon feeling? Nova wants to lead, huh? Well, Nova can't lead. Silly Pokemon, only I can lead. And we obtained the mystery egg. Ecrutech City, huh? And our Pokemon get healed. But look who it is. It's the person who couldn't tell whether I was a boy or a girl. And we receive the Pokedex from Professor Oak. With this, now whenever we battle and capture a Pokemon, it will have its data recorded inside of the Pokedex. If you complete the Pokedex and show it to a specific person, you will actually gain yourself a little certificate. We won't be completing the Pokedex in this game because I do not have Pokemon HeartGold, and it also requires you to complete the National Dex. And completing the National Dex also requires me to play through the other Generation 4 game. But something's going on with Professor Elm, and it seems it's a disaster. Oh, great. I leave for what? 10, 20 minutes? And what happens? Professor Elm says everything's gone bonkers. Well, we better hurry back to New Bark Town. But first things first, I think we have time to, fight a Pidgey. Little Pidgey. He's not so cute. Pidgeys, I don't really like Pidgeys. Certain Pokemon I will say they're oh so cute. Some Pokemon I will not say they're oh so cute. Pidgey is not one of them. Pidgey is decent. Sorry, Pidgey, you don't fall on my cute radar. War of Attrition! Yeah! Take that, Pidgey. All right. So let us head back through Cherry Grove City. Dang wild Pokemon. Oh, another Pidgey, huh? This one wants a piece of us after we saw its friend get fainted by us. Guess what, Pidgey? You're going down too. Haha! And a crit. Take that, Pidgey. Take that. All right. So let us keep heading on down and head back to Cherry Grove City. But anyway, guys, I'm actually going to be ending it off right here. This has been Roxas1359, and I welcome you all to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold.